Hello everyone. So we are looking at gold. So let's analyze the market structure so that we'll be able to know what you're anticipating the market to give to us. So let's go to the month. Then after the month, we'll go to the daily. Then after the daily, we'll go to the H4, which means 4 hours and 1 hour, then 30 minutes. So let's go to the month. It's very important for you to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you. It's very important for you to look at the higher time frame, then you look at the lower time frame. You kind of looking at the higher time frame is just to have an idea so that you'll be able to know what the higher time frame is saying against the lower time frame. Let me remove this line. So this is the all-time high. This is gold all-time high, which is 4380.81. So looking at the month chart, so the chart is uptrend, which this candle closed with a rejection bullish candle. So this candle is yet to close since it's month chart. So it's left with like 15 days for this candle to close. So looking at how the formation of this bullish candle, there's a high probability that this candle can continue to go up to fill this week over here to get to the all-time high. So let's look at the daily. So according to the market condition, we are still in an uptrend because this candle closed with a bullish candle, rejection bullish candle, a strong bullish candle, and a bullish candle, and a bullish candle, and a bullish candle. So that means we are still in an uptrend. So let's go to the 4 hours. So looking at the formation, looking at the 4 hours formation, we have a resistance zone over here and we have a support zone over here, which this candle closed above this resistance zone. That the next candle broke the high of this bullish candle over here, which the H4 is left with 50 minutes before this candle will close. So it's very important for you to have an idea so that you will know what the market is printing. Since the month chart is bullish uptrend, the daily is uptrend, the 4 hours is also uptrend. So let's look at the 1 hour. I understand that we have a resistance and a support, but I don't want for us to identify our resistance and our support using the H4. I usually identify my zone using the 30 minutes candle or the 1 hour. So let's go to 1 hour. Because if you look at the H4, since this zone is being considered as a resistance zone, this zone is a resistance zone. And then we have a support zone over here. Let me remove this. So let's go to the H1. So as you can see, this is our resistance zone, which is our support zone. So the resistance zone is still valid. So we need to move it here. So we have a consolidation over here, which displays our support zone. So we have a consolidation zone over here. So we have a support zone over here. So the 1 hour candle, this bullish candle broke this resistance zone over here, which the next one broke the high of this bullish candle and it closed with a bullish candle. This other candle is here to break the low of this bullish candle or the high of this bullish candle. Like each candle represents something. It's actually letting you know that there is a move, that this candle is about to create like a bullish candle or a rejection bullish candle. So since we have a resistance zone over here, let's move it to this place. Let's adjust this closer. So we have a resistance zone over here and we also have a support zone over here. So since this candle broke this consolidation zone and then this candle closed with a bullish candle, this candle is here to break the high and is here to break the low. I will not advise us for us to do anything since we are still trying to identify the higher time frame with the lower time frame. We have a support zone over here. Let's look at the left hand side just for us to have an idea what the left hand side is saying if we'll be able to identify a resistance zone. So we have a clean candle. We have a clean candle. We have a resistance zone over here. There's a resistance zone over here. There's a resistance zone over here. So these are consolidation zone over here. We don't need this line. So let's go to 30 minutes time frame. So as you can see, the 1 hour candle formation is still the same thing with the 30 minutes candle formation, which we are able to identify our support zone over here and we are able to identify our resistance zone over here. So from this resistance zone to this support zone is being considered as a consolidation zone. So this candle broke above this resistance zone over here. That's the next candle made. I'm coming, hold on. I'm trying to zoom it a little bit so that you guys should be able to have an idea what the thing I'm trying to explain. So we have a resistance zone over here. This candle closed above this resistance zone. That this candle also broke the high of this resistance zone, this support zone over here. So but this candle, it created a wick and it closed with a bullish candle. The next candle broke the high of this bullish candle and it closed with a strong bullish candle. So from this open of the candle to the close of this candle, we are looking at 188 pips. So which the next candle closed with a bearish candle. So this recent candle over here, it broke the low of this bearish candle, and then it came down and it went up again. So looking at how the formation of this candle is, it's very important for you to identify a structure. It's very important for you to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you. So since this candle closed with a bearish candle and this candle broke the low of this bearish candle, I will not advise you guys for you to do anything, because this candle closed with a bearish candle to form a recent resistance over here. So how I will explain to you guys so that you guys will be able to know when to take a position. So since this candle is here to close, this 30 minutes candle is left with 12 minutes for it to close. So I will advise us for us to wait. Don't do anything since this candle closed with a bearish candle to form a recent resistance. So I will not advise us for us to do anything. So let's just wait until this candle will close. Then we'll be able to know when it is time for us to take a position if we are able to identify a confirmation trade. Since this zone is a consolidation zone, and then this candle broke above this resistance zone, and this candle, it also broke the high of this bullish candle, and this candle close with a bullish candle. So the thing I will advise us for us to do is just for us to wait. And then I'm anticipating, since we have a recent resistance over here, so I'm anticipating this candle or the next candle to close with a bearish candle like this. Let me show you guys. Let's change this color to red. So I'm anticipating this candle to close with a bearish candle like this, then for the next candle to give me a bullish candle like this. Let me change the color to green. So let me just put the wick. Yeah, I need to put the wick. So this one I need to change it to red. This other one I need to bring it here so that you guys will be able to understand what I'm trying to explain. So we have this over here. So this is a bearish candle. This is what I'm anticipating the market to give to me. So since this candle will close with a bearish candle, this is my anticipation, because since this candle broke this resistance zone, that this candle closed with a bullish candle, and we'll have a very strong bullish candle over here. Because it's very important for you to identify a structure. It's very important for you to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you before you can decide to open a position. Not just when the candle is going up or when the candle is coming down, you choose to open a position. No, you need to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you before you can decide to open a position. So what I'm anticipating the market to give to me is the break of this structure by which this candle will close with a bearish candle, that the next candle will close with a bullish candle, and this candle, it needs to respect the this wick over here. It needs to respect this wick over here to form a recent support. Since we have a recent resistance over here, then the moment the next candle will have to break this resistance zone, then I can decide to take a position, anticipating the candle to keep going up, maybe to my target position like 50 pips, 100 pips, or 150 pips. So because it's good for you to have like a trading plan. You know how much you want from the market. You know exactly how you're anticipating the market to give to you before you can decide to take a position. So since the market is there to give me what I'm anticipating the market to print, so the thing that we'll need to do is just for us to be patient. But if you guys have any question, you can send your message in the chat box, and I will check it and I will get back to you guys. So we are anticipating a sell position here since the market didn't get to use our support zone. So this buy position is no longer valid. This buy position is no longer valid. But I took this position. I took this position before I started this live stream. I took this position. I was able to secure like $1,300. So all we need to do is just for us to be patient, since we are anticipating the candle to give us a structure. The moment we should be able to identify a structure, then we can decide to open a position. But meanwhile, let's just be patient. If you have a question or if you don't understand my explanation or whatever thing that you have, anything that is bothering you or anything concerning trading, you can send a message and I will definitely get back to you guys because we are here to learn. So let's just wait until this candle will close. Then we'll anticipate if the market is supposed to give us a setup, because basically that's what traders do. Like you come to the market, you're done with your analysis, which we are done with our analysis at the moment. So you know what you're anticipating the market to give to you. You know exactly how you want it. Then the moment you identify that thing that you are anticipating the market to give to you, then you can decide to open a position. So for now, let's just be patient and see how this candle will close, since this candle is left with 5 minutes before it closes. So let's just be patient and see how this candle will close. So looking at the formation of this candle, it didn't break the high of this bullish candle over here. It didn't break the high. It didn't break the high of this bullish candle. Look at it. It didn't break the high, but it broke the low. So let's see what this candle wants to do. Let me see what the 15-minute candle is doing. 15-minute candle want to close with a rejection bearish candle. Okay. Let's see what the candle wants to do. Meanwhile, let's just enjoy the music while we are waiting for the candle to close. Let's see the 1 hour. Okay, the 1 hour, it didn't break the high of this bullish candle. It didn't break the high. So let's see. This candle, it closed above this resistance zone, and this next candle closed with 200 pips. So this candle closed with 200 pips. After this candle broke this resistance zone, but the next candle didn't break the high. So the best thing is just for us to be patient. We don't need to do anything. Be patient until we identify a structure. Be patient until you identify that thing that you are looking for. Then before you can decide to take a position. This next candle, I've seen this type of market formation before. 118 pips. I've seen this type of market formation before. That the next candle can continue to come down. I've seen this type of market formation before. But let's see. Let's see what the candle wants to do. Just watch this candle, how this candle will print. Let's watch how this candle will print. This candle can continue to come down. It will definitely give us like 100 pips. Let's watch. It will definitely give us like 100 pips. But this is not the position of which I'm anticipating to take a position. But because of my experience in the forex market, which I know how the market structure is when I see it. So, but still, don't forget, I said we are anticipating a bearish candle to close, for the next one to close with a bullish candle. Then the moment the next one should break, like when the close of this bullish candle, then the moment the next candle should break this resistance zone over here, because this is our recent resistance. So the moment the next candle should break this resistance zone, so I'm going to take a position, then anticipating the candle to keep going up to my 100 pips, 200 pips, 300 pips, or 50 pips. So because it's always good for you to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you, not just you opening a position and say market, so go, keep going, you don't have a target. No, don't trade like that. You kind of trading like that, it means you are greedy. So you don't need to be greedy, because if you are greedy and you're trading, you keep losing. So have a target, have a plan. Know when it is time for you to take a position. Know when it is time for you to chill. Know when it is time for you to just observe. You are observing just to have an idea, just to know when it is time for you to take a position. Unless you are gambling, that's when you just open a position and then you're anticipating the market to keep going up, because you are gambling. And since you are gambling, you don't have a trading plan. You don't know how much is okay for you. So this is our recent resistance. We have a recent resistance over here. If this candle should continue to go up to break this resistance zone, I'm not going to take a position, because this candle, it broke the low of this bearish candle over here. It broke the low. So if this candle should continue to go up, I'm not going to take a position, because you're having that mentality that until you identify that thing that you're looking for before you can decide to take a position, it's a different level. It's not just all about you coming to market, the market is going up, hey, you rush and open a position, and then you're anticipating it for it to continue to go up without having a confirmation that something that will let you know that it is the right time for you to take a position. So it's always good not for you to gamble. Like, don't gamble. I'm not saying some people feel comfortable gambling, but as of me, I'm here like in a very long run, like in a very long time. It's not something that I just want to just make quick money, like ASAP, and then just to go and enjoy myself. No, like this thing, like I love what I'm doing. It's my job. So it's always good for you to pay attention to whatever thing that you are doing. Give it time. Being like you are consistent with it, definitely you will get used to it. So for now, let's just be patient. We will not do anything. Let's just be patient. Let's enjoy the music while we are anticipating to identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. If you guys have a question, send your message and I'll get back to you guys. Sorry, my network. So that means we are still anticipating this candle to close with a bullish candle. Then for the next one to break this recent resistance, then we can decide to take a position, anticipating the candle to keep going up. So let's just wait and see how the candle will close. If you guys have a question, I'm always looking at the chat box. You can send your question, or you can send whatever thing that is bothering you or anything. If you don't understand anything, so you can send your question and I will get back to you. So for now, let's just wait until this candle will close, by which we'll be able to identify a structure. Then we can decide to take a position. You know, I have different screens, so I just check the other chart just to know how the market is printing. So just in case of any new person that join, so that means we are anticipating, since we have a resistance zone over here. So this candle, it broke this resistance zone, that the next one broke the high of this bullish candle, that this other candle closed with a strong bullish candle and it broke the high of this bullish candle. So the next candle closed with a bearish candle. It broke the high of this bullish candle and it closed with a bearish candle. So this previous bearish candle over here, it didn't break the high. Let's zoom it a little bit so that you guys will be able to see. So it didn't break the high of this bearish candle over here. It didn't break the high. It didn't break it. So and then it came down and it broke the low of this bearish candle and it closed with a rejection bearish candle. This recent candle is yet to close. It's left with 16 minutes for this candle to close, which it broke the low of this bearish candle over here. So we are just anticipating to see how this candle will close, since this place is our recent resistance. So according to the analysis that I told like everyone earlier, that we are anticipating a bullish candle to close, for the next one to break the high of this bullish candle. Then the moment this candle should break this resistance zone over here, that we are going to take a position, anticipating the candle to keep going up, maybe to our 50 pips, 30 pips, 100 pips, 200 pips, depending on your targets. You need to have a plan. You need to know what you're anticipating the market to give to you, then before you can decide to take a position. So for now, let's just wait until we identify a structure before we can decide to take a position. Let me just do this one so that everybody will understand. Let's put a wick over here. Let's also put a wick over here. And decide to still continue up. So the best thing is just for us to wait. Let's wait, since this candle is left with 14 minutes before it closes. So let's just wait and see. The moment we identify a structure, the moment we see what we're anticipating the market to give to us, then we can decide to take a position. If this candle should close with a bullish candle, so that means this candle, it's created a recent support zone over here. Let's just wait and see how this candle will close before we'll be able to know what you're anticipating the market to give to us. Okay. Let's enjoy the music and wait patiently. If you have a question, send the question in the chat box. We are here to learn. Patient, 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 waiting, waiting, waiting. It's very important in the forex market, like for you to just be patient and wait. The moment you identify a structure, the moment you know what you're anticipating the market to give to you, the moment you see that thing that you're anticipating the market to give to you, then you can decide to take a position. So meanwhile, we didn't see anything yet. We are not chasing the market. We don't need to chase the market. If you are chasing the market, so that means you don't have a plan. So why are you chasing the market? Don't chase it. You have a plan. Follow your plan. Look at your plan. Know what your plan is saying. If your plan say it is time to take a position, when you identify a structure with your high confirmation trade, then before you can decide to take a position. So let's just wait, enjoy the music. Don't forget, if you have a question, if you don't understand anything, you can send your message. We're here to learn. Let's enjoy the music, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. So let's wait until this candle will close. It's left with 7 minutes before this candle will close. So let's just wait. Mm. 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 You can just left with 5 minutes for this candle will close. And just be patient. Enjoy the music. Mm. It's a normal thing. Like the moment you get used to this whole trading of a thing, can actually be sitting down for like 3 hours, 4 hours. I understand that we have an alert. Like you can actually set an alert the moment the candle should get your zone, maybe your support zone, resistance zone, or your target zone. Then the chart will have to trigger to let you know that the candle has gotten to your position. So by which you'll be able to look at the chart, and maybe if it is time for you to execute, then you can execute. Or if it is time for you to watch what the market is printing, then you can just sit back and observe what the market is printing. But it's very important for you to devote yourself. It's like you kind of starting something. Like you tell yourself that this is what you are doing. You don't need to look at the time that you spend in the charts, like because you are doing it, it becomes part of you. You don't care if you spend like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, because this is what you do. So it's just the whole thing is just all about you kind of falling in love with whatever thing that you're doing. Like you didn't join trading because of what you are seeing online, then that means you will not be in this business of trading like in a very long time. You just want something so fast, which if you have that mindset, instead of you to want the thing so fast and put your money why you want it so fast, the market will also help you to eat your money so fast, so that you yourself you need to realize that no, this thing I don't need to rush it. Anybody that you ask, they will tell you that you need to be patient. That's why you don't need to chase the market. We are not chasing the market right now. We are not chasing it. We are just sitting patiently, waiting for us to identify what you are anticipating the market to give to us. So we are not chasing it. Don't chase it. Mhm. Mhm. So this candle is left with 1 minute before this candle will close. So let's see what the next candle wants to do. Remember, remember, if you have a question, if you just joined the live stream right now and you don't understand anything, ask your question. send your message to the chat box and I'll get back to you guys. While we are waiting, we are here to learn. So if you have a question, ask your question. So this candle just closed with a bullish candle. So let's see what this next candle wants to do. Let's see what this next candle wants to do. We need to pay attention to the candle formation. We need to pay attention how this candle will print so that we're able to know if it is the right time for us to take a position or if we still need to be patient until we identify that thing that we are looking for from the market, then before we can decide to take a position. So let's just wait and see. Let me move this a little bit since that candle close. So this is what we are anticipating the market to give to us. So this candle, let's see how this candle will print. You need to create a wick, and then for it to continue to go up. We created a small wick. So let's see what the candle wants to do. Then we can decide to open a position. But before we open a position, you guys need to know how much you are risking, how much you want the market to give to you. But it's very important for you to know how much you are risking. Because from this week over here to the break of this resistance zone, you're looking at 60 pips. The reason why I'm calculating this is just for me to know where I'll put my stop loss. So we're looking at 60 pips. Let's see what the candle wants to do. Let's see. The candle, let's see if the candle wants to continue to go up to close with a bearish candle, or if the candle wants to continue to go up to break the recent resistance zone. So let's see what the candle wants to do. Mm. Mm. Yeah, see that is following right now. Let's see what the candle wants to do. It has quoted this week over here. It has quoted a week. So let's see. So the moment this candle should break this resistance zone over here, you know how much you are risking, and then since like the pips from the week over here, so the break of this resistance zone, we are looking at 60 pips. So you know how much you are risking, you know how much you are anticipating to take from the market, and then you know the lot size and everything. So let's wait. The moment the candle should break the high of this bearish candle over here, then we can decide to take a position. It should just break the high. Let me see the 15.